Oh my God!
That may be it! A one-punch walk-off knockout!
As I mentioned, it's that right hand power of Pereira.
7, 8.
Check yourself at all times, obey my commands at all times. Do you have any questions? Touch gloves if you like.
Certainly an intimidating prospect for Anik Cabri. 7 inches shorter. A 7-inch reach disadvantage. He's wearing the black gloves. Bastani, the taller man in the white. Well, Cabri is really quick, isn't he?
Yeah, that speed on the inside.
Oh! Speaking of quick, what a headshot from Bastani!
5, 6, 7.
And it's over. Cabri has no idea where he is. Tijani Bastani with a massive knockout here in Rotterdam.
That's the setup. When you have a smaller fighter really trying to move their head, they tend to drop their hands. And that was beautiful head kick from Tijani Bastani.
One of the best knockouts we've seen in 2018 so far, and it came just like that.
Yeah, beautiful setup, and those long legs were perfectly placed from close range. Look how close Tijani threw that head kick. Beautiful time, right on the exit.
Okay, guys, you know the rules. Break is break, stop is stop. Okay? Any question? Questions? Okay.
Huge media coverage for this fight in Thailand. I want to say hello to those of you watching in Thailand on Fairtex PP TV. Pech Panamaron in the white gloves. Abdullah Ezbiri wearing the black. A lot on the line here. 3 rounds, 3 minutes each.
I am calling him Pet or Petch because that's his nickname that his camp calls him.
Oh, and another high kick, and that sends Ezbiri down and maybe out.
And he even jumped to throw that high kick.
5, 6.
The right side of Ezbiri's body is not working. This fight is over, ladies and gentlemen. Pech Panamaron, Kiat Mukau with a career-defining victory over the Frenchman in France.
And now that's 2 head kick knockouts in a row for Pet Panamaron. And his key is continually changing levels with those kicks. You have no idea where it's coming, and that's when he puts you out.
Robin van Roosmalen is in the crowd, and you know his mouth is agape. Here's the highlights, Joe. Plenty to choose from.
Yeah, and he just kept attacking, but you saw that jumping round kick to the head. He left his feet for that kick as well, which makes it even more impressive. He had a little bounce, took the kick off the arm, and then countered off with his own jumping round kick to the face. That was probably even more impressive than his last KO against Zach.
When you got your instructions in the dressing room, a nice clean fight. Obey my commands at all times. In case of a knockdown, go to the neutral corner I tell you to go to. Remain there till I call you out. Any questions over here? Any questions over here? Fight fair, fight hard. Touch them up.
Sadik Adashev and Jeffrey Then.
Fight!
Both men seemingly chomping at the bit to get after each other. Here we go. Scheduled for 3 rounds at 135 pounds. Jeffrey Den, born in the Bronx, just got caught with a couple shots and eats a right hand, and now he's on the back foot.
Yeah, that's the first time he took a step back.
Seems like he only knows one way going forward. Looks very uncomfortable going back.
Now he's trying to mix in some kicks, maybe feint with the kick and then come with the hands.
Oh, nice spinning high kick, and the left hook puts him down. Jeffrey then flat on his back.
Yeah, and he just put his head off center line and threw that overhand left.
And it's over. It is over. Chris Wagner, the referee, does not give him the full 10 count and stops this contest. What a knockout win on a big stage for Sadik Adashev.
Yeah, you couldn't set up that finish any better with that spinning hook kick. Here it is, he comes around, perfectly timed, right around the defense, just enough to clip, take his equilibrium off, and then here's this overhand left, dips his head off to the side, and click, click, boom.
Right on the jaw. The Pitbull strikes at Madison Square Garden. A highlight reel knockout. Here's another look at that sequence.
Yeah, just spin, and I just love how he came over with that overhand left. Put all his weight behind it, his shoulder, his legs.
All right, gentlemen, you know the rules. Obey my commands at all times, protect yourselves at all times. If you want to touch gloves, Step back, I'll get you guys started.
Sean said, listen, my game plan is to wait him out. He's so wild and undisciplined and aggressive. He's going to come right after me.
Okay, you ready, sir? Are you ready, sir? Fight!
Let's see if it plays out that way. Gershon in the white gloves, Raging in the black.
Yeah, you see Raging really coming forward right away. Nice that he's exchanging some kicks.
Well, we are learning, that's for sure, as he gets 2 knockdowns in round 1.
Yeah, it's just going to make him that much scarier.
Another big left hand, and now he's just teeing off.
And he's just thrown like 5 or 6 in a row, then he followed with his right hook.
These are home run shots that Aaron Judge would be proud of. And he's done it all! A spinning high kick. How is Raging still upright? He's not anymore!
Oh, man. From those coming left hands to that spinning hook kick. Let's see if Raging can get up.
7, 8, 9. That's it. It's over.
What a performance by Itai Gershon!
And his ability to mix it up was amazing. He started with good power kicks. Then he found his left hand, mixed in that spinning hook kick, and then got the finish. Very good wide range and diverse attacking from Itai Gershon.
And anyone who's up in Israel now at roughly 5 in the morning has to love what they just saw from their Israeli hero. Fantastic performance.
Just so explosive, and then he knew his hurt, and then all of a sudden he span around and boom! So much power.
Alex Pereira telling us that he grew up extremely poor on the streets, began fighting in a way to get himself out of poverty. Says it's changed his life, changed his mindset. His whole lifestyle has changed. Says fighting has saved his life, Joe, and he fights like his life is on the line every time he steps in between the ring.
And he does that, and that's what he really wants to do as the champion. He wants to show all the kids in Brazil that, you know, they can use this sport as a way to get out of poverty. So that's his message really showing there. But you can see he's just came in as such a strong boxer, and now he's developed really into a strong kickboxer with really good knees, mixes his kicks really well. So I'm excited to see the kind of fight he's going to bring against Belgaroui.
Gentlemen, this is for the Glory Middleweight Championship of the World. I want a nice, clean fight. Obey my commands at all times. In case of a knockdown, go to the neutral corner I tell you to go to. Remain there until I call you out. Any questions here? Any questions here? Fight fair, fight hard. Touch them up. Judge.
Judge. They do not touch gloves. They're sick and tired of each other. The middleweight championship is on the line. The challenger, Yusri Belgaroui. The champ, Alex Pereira, in the white gloves. Todd Grisham, Joseph Valtellini, and the heavyweight champion of the world, Rico Verhoeven, ringside.
It's over, guys.
Forget about it! And still, Alex Pereira, the middleweight champion of the world!
He just has that ability to stay calm, very relaxed. And like I mentioned, he finds that power shot. And just like the last fight, he came via that overhand right.
Rico, you're a heavyweight. That would have put down almost every man in your division as well.
That would put down every single man on the planet. This punch was insane. It was so well timed, and he moved to the side, threw that right hand. It was, nobody could stop a punch like that.
And there's the Jaguar stalking his prey. And you know, you said it, Rico. Belgaroui hit Pereira with his best shot, and he ate it like a man. Belgaroui couldn't do the same thing for Pereira's best punch.
No, but the timing of this punch, Belgaroui didn't even see it coming. So I think that was the biggest difference. Pereira saw Belgaroui's punch coming straight forward, and this was just the timing of Pereira was amazing.
And especially the fact that Pereira doesn't throw every...
All right, guys, I went over the rules with you. I want a clean, fair fight. Listen to me at all times and protect yourself at all times. If you'd like to touch gloves, let's do it now. When you hear that bell, come out fighting. Let's go back to your corners, gentlemen.
A lot of friends and family here for Zach Wells. As for James Waller.
All right, you ready, Ryan?
Out of Chicago,
ready,
Illinois.
Zach?
Probably just him and his team. Here we go. Scheduled for 3 rounds in the middleweight division.
And he did at the end of the first round.
Look at all the head punches from Waller. Over 131 it landed.
There he goes. This is where the body, but he keeps going with that right hand.
Oh, Wells may be out of his feet. It's over. Oh, what a finish. Zach Wells completely unconscious right before us. The doctors rush into the ring. Let's hope he's okay. But how about Riot Waller? What a glory debut.
And that's what he had to do. When he put his punches in combinations, those cumulative shots did the damage, and that's how he got that vicious KO.
Defense was a problem all night for Zach Wells as they're taking their time to make sure he's okay.
But this is where he came, slugging those punches. It started from that nice overhand right cut down, and this is where he put punches together, and that last one was just brutal.
Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Questions? Touch him up. Back to your corner, gentlemen. Judge?
Troy Jones
Judge?
graduated
Judge?
college. He's a D2 All-American college football.
Whoa.
Said he sold everything
Time.
he had. He and his
Fight.
wife moved to Thailand to concentrate full-time on Muay Thai. He then signed with Glory Kickboxing, and now with the biggest opportunity of his life. 2 fights in one night. He's in the black gloves, Casey Green in the white. Whoa, and a straight left hand.
Corner! 3,
That was
4,
a solid stiff jab
5,
from Troy Jones.
6, 7.
Imagine what he can do with a power punch.
Ready?
There's
Here we
that
go.
finishing power.
Fight!
8 of his 9 wins have come by knockout. Can he make it 9 of 10? Another knee there for Troy Jones. And a third. And then a high kick. See you later. Lights out. Troy Trouble Jones with a defining moment of his young kickboxing career.
And that's what a finisher does. He gets you hurt, and he puts the finish, and no better finish than that knockout.
He's shaking his head no.
You gotta think, Mike Lemaire just went through a grueling fight. And to get a quick finish like that, couldn't have been a better start for Troy Jones.
A knockout of the year contender from Troy Trouble Jones. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen.
And already Casey was already rocked from that nice stiff jab right here. It was just enough right on that point to put Casey backwards. And then he comes in here, boom! Came right over with that right high kick.
Oh my word.
Gentlemen, you understand the rules that you're fighting to. Protect yourself at all times, obey my commands at all times. You got any questions? Touch gloves if you like. Push back. Judge.
Dude likes to win early, like I said. He won a tournament in Amsterdam. Won 2 fights in one night. The combined time of those fights, 48 seconds. He is out. He is unconscious. He is hanging on the rope. Michael Duut.
Yeah, with no time left, he found that power shot. And Bouzidi's still out.
Just like Juan Manuel Marquez did to Manny Pacquiao. A one-hitter quitter for the Dream Crusher.
And once he hit it, Bouzidi fell face forward. Man, that power in Michael Duut's hands.
Wait till you see the replay. Bouzidi's head was just dangling over the edge of the bottom rope. Watch this.
Yeah, Duut was getting really the best in this round. We saw Bouzidi come forward trying to get some offense, and that's when Duut was able to catch him. Let's see it from a closer look. Counter left hook right over the top. Perfect time, and the way he torqued his body into that hook.
Gentlemen, you understand the rules that you're fighting to. Protect yourself at all times, obey my commands at all times. Do you have any questions? Touch gloves if you like. Judge.
There's Badr Hari, another Moroccan heavyweight. And look at Goliath, he's ready to go, Joe. Right in the middle of the ring, they're both gonna taste it. Here we go, this could be over in a few seconds. Ring the bell, let's go. Fight!
Let the animals out.
Need I tell you, the Goliath in the black gloves, D'Angelo Marshall, who got a pretty big ovation in the white.
Yeah, ready, you can try, you see.
Whoa, that's a knockdown. The Goliath with a quick knockdown. Marshall looking around, I think he's okay.
4, 5, 6,
Marshall's trying to stay
7,
close to Sadik
8.
to shut his power down.
Gloves up. Fight.
But he ate some punches coming in.
He hit another one. Look at the Goliath. Bombs away. And another knockdown.
Gloves up. Fight.
Here comes Goliath again. He promised us this would be his best performance ever after a lackluster fight against Jafar Wilness.
And D'Angelo Marshall needs to stay patient, not just open up like this.
And that's it. That's it. It is over. Jamal bin Sadik.
That positivity from his results definitely showed. He came in, he looked hungry, and he came right after D'Angelo with those punches.
My word, Joe. The beast has awoken inside this man again.
Yeah, absolutely. We see a new spark and a new fire in Jamal bin Sadik.
And those of you who have battled cancer or know someone that is fighting that disease, you probably know the relief that Jamal felt this week. We saw him, he was so relaxed. He said, listen, I'm basically cancer-free right now. I've never felt this good. I'm so excited to be living my life. This opportunity, I will not let it pass me by.
Yeah, let's take a look at how all of this action started. It was D'Angelo Marshall really trying to close the distance, which is a good strategy, but you got to be smart about it. Here it comes as he's trying to walk in. Jamal bin Sadik throws his straight punches. And D'Angelo Marshall's just opening up a little too much versus those straight punches. And that was the first knockdown. And Sadik just looked good. He just got in there, got aggressive, but D'Angelo Marshall, instead of trying to move, he wanted to really go out there and...
Gentlemen, you understand the rules that you're fighting to. Protect yourself at all times, obey my commands at all times. Do you have any questions? Touch gloves if you like. Push back. Judge.
What's this fight going to hinge on, Joe?
Well, I think it's going to be Victor Pinto's body kicks, where Ezbiri's going to want to come in and use volume with his boxing and his low kicks. Mentioned Ezbiri.
A spinning attack. What a shot for Ezbiri. And down goes Leo Pinto. And he is done. It is over. A stunning shot from Ezbiri.
That has to be one of the best finishes I've seen to the body and glory with that spinning back kick. Perfectly timed, pegged right on the liver of Victor Pinto.
The hometown absolutely loves it. And Paul Nichols, the referee, knew instantly that Pinto was not getting up.
Yeah, no, that was perfectly timed, that spinning back kick. He was waiting, he used good low kicks, he knew the body kicks were coming, spin off and got that finish.
You know, eerily similar to what happened to Pinto in his first ever fight. When he squared off against Stigas Chikadze and took a kick to the liver, he went down and was done.
Yeah, he went down in a similar way, but man, once it hits the liver, man, you got no choice but to go down. It looked like it even clipped off the elbow a bit, but man, good timing with that.